Okay, Hank, but first, a judge reverses his own ruling and takes away the parental rights of a man who allegedly raped a 12-year-old and then was named the father of her baby. Thanks for being with us for the News at 5. The initial decision had caused international outrage.
So let's get you caught up on the case this afternoon. Christopher Mirasolo was convicted of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old back in 2008. Flash forward to last week. A judge granted parental rights to Mirasolo, who's now out of prison. Well, now that judge is rescinding that order. Steve Garagiola live up in Sandusky tonight. And Steve, a lot of confusion and outrage surrounded this case almost immediately.
Well, those are the two words that come to mind immediately. There was a lot of emotion, a lot of outrage, and certainly confusion. So let's emphasize the bottom line here. This woman, this mother, will not have to share any joint custody with her rapist. He will not have visitation. He will not have parental rights over this child. The big question through this whole thing has been asked by everyone around the world: how in the world did something like this happen, a decision like this? That takes us to the blame game, and there is plenty of blame to go around. At a rally outside the courthouse before the hearing, the mother, Tiffany, arrived with the hope that the judge would permanently vacate the order that gave her rapist joint custody of her child.
I want my son to be free, from this rapist. He doesn't deserve custody at all, and the judge and the prosecutor need to go.
No one but the judge was permitted to speak at the hearing. He did vacate the order, but implied that the blame for this mess lies primarily with the prosecutor.
The question everyone is asking is, how could a judge do such a thing? The answer is that this judge was not aware, did not have knowledge of the fact that the defendant had raped the plaintiff and the child was born as a result.
The chief prosecutor, James Young, points the finger of blame at the Department of Human Services for the fact that the prosecutor's office didn't know the father of the child was the mother's rapist.
Obviously, we're going to require DHS to provide us with more information relative to who's coming before us.
Both the prosecutor and the judge said they were sorry the victim has had to go through this painful legal ordeal.
He was apologetic, I guess I should say, but it wasn't sincere. He doesn't understand what I've been through the last 9 years.
I'm proud of my daughter for staying strong, even though inside we're breaking, but we're trying to stay strong and be strong for this, to fight for her son, my grandson.
Boy, there's no question this has been an ordeal for everyone involved. But it has also been something of an ordeal for this community. Sandusky and all the people that live in this quiet little town are not used to the world watching and judging. So at 6 o'clock, we'll take a closer look at how they have coped here in this community with this whole legal battle. Kimberly, Devin, back to you.
Yeah, fascinating to see that. But Steve, so back to the case. Is this the end of the case now, or do they still have other issues that have to be sorted out?
Well, we're back to confusion again. That's kind of a maybe yes is the answer in terms of other issues. The judge did not address support, and there are really two aspects to that: what the mother could receive from the state and what she could receive from this man in child support. She is, I believe, by law entitled to the larger amount, and they may have to come back and have another hearing so the judge can rule on that.
Yeah. All right, Steve, we'll talk to you again at 6 o'clock.